You hear it everywhere, don't you? That ubiquitous advice, that seemingly golden ticket to a fulfilling life. Follow your passion. It's woven into graduation speeches, emblazoned on motivational posters, whispered in well-meaning conversations. It sounds so seductive. So right. Like the answer you've been searching for, the key to unlocking a life brimming with purpose and joy. And perhaps, for some, it is. But what if that seemingly innocent mantra is actually leading you astray? What if that relentless pursuit of passion is in fact a carefully disguised trap, one that leaves you feeling more lost, more frustrated, more inadequate than when you began? Think about the word itself, passion. It evokes images of fiery intensity, an all-consuming drive, an undeniable magnetism that pulls you forward with irresistible force. It sets a bar so impossibly high, doesn't it? This expectation that your work, your calling, your very life's direction should be fueled by this constant burning flame. But what happens when that flame flickers? What happens when the initial excitement fades, as it inevitably does with almost anything? Does that mean you've chosen the wrong path? Does that mean your passion wasn't true enough? The pressure to identify this singular, all-encompassing passion can be immense. It can feel like searching for a mythical creature, an elusive beast that hides just out of reach. And the longer you search without finding it, the more you might start to question yourself. What's wrong with me, you might wonder? Why don't I have this burning desire that everyone else seems to? This relentless pursuit can lead to a kind of paralysis. You become so focused on finding the right passion that you never actually start anything. You wait for that magical spark to ignite, while life simply passes by. Opportunities are missed, skills remain undeveloped, and that feeling of being lost only deepens. The idea of following your passion often implies that your passion is something pre-existing, something you need to discover, like unearthing a buried treasure. But what if passion isn't something you find? What if it's something you build? Something that grows over time, through dedication, through mastery, through the quiet satisfaction of becoming skilled at something meaningful. Consider the countless individuals who have found deep fulfillment in work that didn't initially ignite a fiery passion within them. They started with curiosity, with a willingness to learn, with a commitment to honing their craft. And as they developed competence, as they saw the impact of their work, a quiet sense of purpose, perhaps even something akin to passion, began to bloom. The trap lies in believing that passion must precede action. It suggests that you need to feel intensely motivated before you can even begin. But often, it is the act of doing itself, the process of engaging with something challenging and meaningful, that generates motivation and, yes, even passion. Furthermore, the emphasis on passion can create unrealistic expectations about work. It paints a picture of constant excitement and effortless joy, neglecting the inevitable challenges, the frustrations, the moments of sheer drudgery that are part of any meaningful endeavor. When reality inevitably falls short of this idealized vision, it can lead to disillusionment and the feeling that you've failed to find your true passion. Think about the things you are currently good at. What skills have you developed over time? What problems can you solve? What contributions do you make, even if they don't feel like this burning, all-consuming passion you've been told to seek? Often, true fulfillment lies not in chasing a feeling, but in cultivating competence and making a tangible difference in the world around you. The pressure to follow your passion can also lead to a kind of tunnel vision, blinding you to other potentially fulfilling paths. You become so fixated on a particular idea of what your passion should be that you overlook opportunities that might actually bring you greater satisfaction and a more sustainable sense of purpose. It's time to perhaps reframe the conversation, to shift the focus from this elusive, often misleading concept of following your passion to something more grounded, more actionable, more real. Perhaps the question shouldn't be, what am I passionate about? But rather, what problems am I interested in solving? Or, what skills do I want to develop? Or, what kind of impact do I want to make in the world? These questions move beyond the fleeting nature of emotion and tap into something deeper. Your values, your curiosities, your desire to contribute. And it is in the intersection of these elements that true fulfillment and perhaps even a more sustainable form of passion can be found. The societal obsession with following your passion has a certain romantic allure, doesn't it? The image of someone effortlessly gliding through life, propelled by an unwavering internal drive, doing what they were born to do. It's a compelling narrative, one that feeds into our desire for meaning and purpose, in a world that often feels chaotic and directionless. But this narrative often overlooks the messy reality of human development and the complex interplay between interest, skill, and circumstance. Passions in their initial stages can be fleeting, based on limited exposure or idealized notions. They can shift and evolve as we learn more about ourselves and the world around us. To pin your entire life's direction on a nascent interest, without the grounding of developed skills and practical considerations, can be akin to setting sail without a map or compass, guided only by a distant, perhaps illusory, star. Consider the pressure it puts on young people, fresh out of education, to have already identified this singular, burning passion. They are bombarded with this message at a time when they are still exploring, still discovering their talents and interests. The failure to immediately pinpoint this elusive passion can lead to feelings of inadequacy and a sense that they are somehow behind, that they are missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. This pressure can stifle exploration and lead to premature decisions based on fleeting interests or external expectations, rather than a genuine understanding of oneself and the realities of different career paths. Furthermore, the follow your passion mantra often neglects the practicalities of making a living. While doing work that you enjoy is undoubtedly valuable, it is also essential to consider factors such as financial stability, job market demand, and the sustainability of your chosen path. Passion alone doesn't pay the bills, and the pursuit of a purely passion-driven career, without considering these practicalities, can lead to financial hardship and ultimately to resentment and disillusionment, even with the very thing you were once passionate about. There's a subtle but damaging implication in the follow your passion advice, that if you're not feeling this intense, unwavering enthusiasm in your work, then something is fundamentally wrong with your choices or with you as an individual. This can lead to a constant state of searching, a perpetual feeling of dissatisfaction, even when you are engaged in work that is meaningful, fulfilling, and utilizes your skills effectively. The absence of that idealized passion becomes a source of anxiety and self-doubt. Instead of solely focusing on passion, perhaps a more helpful approach is to cultivate curiosity. Curiosity is a gentler, more sustainable force. It allows for exploration without the intense pressure of immediate, unwavering commitment. It encourages you to delve into different areas, to learn new skills, to see where your interests might lead, without the expectation that every endeavor must ignite a lifelong flame of passion. Curiosity can lead to competence, and competence, in turn, can breed a deeper, more enduring form of satisfaction, one that is rooted in mastery and the ability to make a meaningful contribution. This sense of purpose, built through engagement and skill development, can be far more fulfilling and sustainable than the fleeting highs of initial passion. Think about the things you have become truly skilled at in your life. Did you start with an intense passion for all of them? Or did your interest grow as you developed competence and experienced the satisfaction of mastery? Often it is the process of overcoming challenges, of honing your abilities, of seeing the tangible results of your efforts that creates a deep sense of connection and purpose. The trap of following your passion can also lead to a kind of self-absorption, a focus on individual fulfillment, to the exclusion of broader societal needs. While personal satisfaction is important, a truly meaningful life often involves contributing to something larger than oneself. Focusing solely on what ignites your individual passion might blind you to opportunities where your skills and talents could be used to address important problems and make a real difference in the world. Perhaps the question shouldn't be solely about what you want to do, but also about what the world needs. And the intersection of your interests, your skills, and the needs of the world is often where the most meaningful and fulfilling paths can be found, even if they don't initially present themselves as a burning passion. So let go of the pressure to find that one perfect passion. Embrace curiosity, cultivate competence, seek opportunities to make a meaningful contribution, and allow your sense of purpose and a more sustainable form of fulfillment to emerge organically from your engagement with the world. The relentless pursuit of passion can also inadvertently lead to a form of chronic dissatisfaction. Because passion, by its very nature, is often intense and idealized, the everyday realities of work, the mundane tasks, the frustrations, the compromises, can feel like a betrayal of that initial spark. You might find yourself constantly questioning whether you're truly on the right path, always searching for something that feels more aligned with that idealized vision of passion, leading to a cycle of starting and abandoning projects or careers in a perpetual quest for an unattainable perfect fit. This can create a sense of instability and a lack of deep-seated expertise in any one area. Instead of investing the time and effort required to truly master a skill and build a meaningful career, you might flit from one passion-driven idea to the next, never developing the resilience and perseverance needed to overcome the inevitable challenges that arise in any worthwhile endeavor. The search for the perfect passion becomes a form of avoidance, a way to postpone the hard work and dedication required for true mastery and fulfillment. Furthermore, the follow your passion narrative can sometimes be intertwined with a sense of entitlement, the belief that work should always be intrinsically enjoyable, and that any task that feels difficult or tedious is a sign that you're on the wrong track. This ignores the reality that even in the most fulfilling careers, there will be aspects that are less glamorous, less exciting, but still essential to the overall process. Learning to navigate these less passionate aspects with diligence and a sense of purpose is a crucial element of professional growth and long-term satisfaction. Instead of viewing passion as a prerequisite for action, consider it as a potential outcome of engagement. As you delve into a field, develop your skills, overcome challenges, and witness the impact of your work, a sense of connection and even deep enthusiasm can develop over time. This kind of passion is often more grounded and resilient because it is built on a foundation of competence and real-world experience, rather than an initial, potentially fleeting, emotional state. Think of skilled craftspeople, dedicated scientists, or successful entrepreneurs. Did they all start with an explosive passion that guided their every step? Or did they develop a deep love and commitment for their work through years of dedication, problem-solving, and the satisfaction of seeing their efforts bear fruit? Often, it is the journey of mastery, the quiet pride in one's abilities, and the sense of contributing something valuable that fuels a more enduring form of passion. The trap of following your passion can also isolate individuals. When passion is framed as this intensely personal and individualistic pursuit, it can detract from the importance of collaboration, teamwork, and contributing to a shared purpose. Meaningful work often involves connecting with others, building relationships, and working together towards a common goal. A sole focus on individual passion might overlook opportunities to find fulfillment through collective endeavors and the shared sense of accomplishment that comes from working effectively with others. Perhaps a more balanced approach is to seek alignment rather than pure passion. Alignment between your values, your interests, your skills, and the kind of impact you want to make in the world. When these elements are in harmony, you're more likely to find a sense of purpose and fulfillment in your work, even if it doesn't always feel like that initial burst of intense passion. This alignment provides a more sustainable foundation for a meaningful career and a satisfying life. So if you find yourself feeling lost or inadequate in your pursuit of passion, take heart. You are not alone. The follow your passion mantra, while well-intentioned, can often be a misleading and ultimately unhelpful guide. Instead, focus on cultivating curiosity, developing competence, seeking alignment with your values, and contributing to something meaningful. Allow your sense of purpose and a more enduring form of passion to emerge organically from your engagement with the world. The trap of chasing a feeling might just be obscuring the path towards a more grounded and fulfilling reality. It's time to redefine what truly drives us, moving beyond the fleeting nature of passion to the more stable and rewarding territory of purpose-driven action.